and similar color palette, it honestly feels like a dream to stick to all the classics. So you could put it over your shoulder that I had, and I got a lot of compliments on it. I'm just gonna hold my bag here so I don't flash the internet, which makes it a little bit softer than wool. It gives it like a little shimmer to it. It's perfect for the holiday season. The lapel is a little bit wider, but it is the classic look. It's a very, very flattering dress, and I over the shoulder, over my coat most of the time. The sleeves pass the test. Stay tuned for part 2 and stay tuned for H&M. Good morning everyone and welcome back. I am here with another Zara try-on haul winter edition, which is one of your favorite hauls. So I'm changing the way I do try-ons a little bit differently to see if it's going to work better, because I used to talk to you about the product, show it to you, and then I used to do cutaways on the side. But what I'm going to do this time is try it on because I thought this way I can give you a much better description of the product and tell you how I feel in it and everything. So let's get started, because I have a lot of stuff. Like, it's a huge try-on haul to the point that it may be into 2 videos, but we'll see how much I can get to in 1 video, but it may be 2. I'm also doing an H&M try-on haul for winter time, so if you love H&M, definitely stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss these videos. First outfit is what I actually have on at the moment, and I'm gonna show you a close-up shot so you can see the exact material. It's a beautiful, beautiful knit jumper dress, which I actually wore this to one of my trips, and I got one of the biggest compliments on this dress. It is extremely comfortable. The length of the sleeve, I'm really loving it. I actually love almost everything about this dress. Again, I wore it to a work trip that I had, and I got a lot of compliments on it. I did wear it with boots, with black boots that came up to here. I love how the skirt has this diagonal line. It's kind of rare in dresses. Today I'm pairing it with regular black pumps and a black bag, and you can throw over a black jacket on it. But I absolutely love this dress. If they had multiple different colors, I would 100% get them in multiple different colors. Maybe I would do ivory, maybe I would do black, maybe I would do white, just because of the material and the way it like cinches your body in. It cinches your waist in. It's really flattering on. Next item, we have this cardigan, which I also paired this dress with this cardigan the day I went to my work meeting. The material is super soft and beautifully made. It also has these gold buttons. It has these 2 little tiny pockets on each side with same gold buttons. And what I did with this one, I did not put it on because I had a very thick jacket on because it was freezing where I went, and I had my coat either over this or under this. So I kind of like styled this over the shoulder, over my coat most of the time, and when I took off my coat, this is how I styled it. This is also a very comfortable fabric. I'm going to put it on so you can see how it feels and looks, but goes beautifully over a dress. The structure is really nice. It's not one of those materials that will stretch or anything like that. I don't like the sleeves sitting here, so I kind of either like this sleeve where you can show off your wrist and your bracelets, because it kind of makes everything more feminine and more delicate, but I don't like it when it's sitting here. So I either like it longer or shorter. I kind of had one fold up like this, and I kind of give it like a little bit of a scrunch right here, and it fits just beautifully. I really like it. Next item, we have this beautiful cable knit dress. It's an ankle length dress, and the material is just so stunning, and this gold string all around it gives it like a little shimmery, gives it like a little shimmer to it. It's perfect for the holiday season. It's perfect for fall, perfect for winter time. I'm pairing it with an ivory belt. The sleeves pass the test, because this is what I'm talking about. This part of the sleeve also feels like it goes a little bit wider, which I like because it doesn't feel too tight on your skin. As far as shoes and bags, you should probably know by now that I'm trying very hard to stick to all the classics, and I'm changing my whole wardrobe, everything in my wardrobe, to try to stick with staple pieces, classic pieces, and timeless wardrobe, because I have finally, after all these years, found my style and what suits me and what makes me truly happy. That's a whole different discussion about my wardrobe, which I can make a whole dedicated video about it. It's a very flattering dress, and I was wrong about the length. It is midi. I felt like it goes a little bit lower, but it didn't. When you hold a dress, it has a little weight to it, but when you try it on, you feel like you have nothing on. It's not buttery soft, but you don't feel like you have anything on. While I already have this dress on, I thought that this coat that I got also goes really beautifully with this dress. I will link everything down below so you can see the prices, the sizes, and everything. It's 50% wool and 47% polyester, and the other 7, I'm not sure what it is, but it's wool and polyester, which makes it a little bit softer than wool. It is a heavier coat, so maybe it's not for carrying all day long if you're I have to bend because the angle of the camera has to show you my full length, and therefore I had to bring the camera lower so you can see my full length, but then I have to bend when I'm talking to you. It is a belted coat with no buttons. It's got 2 pockets here, and I'll show you the detailing on the sleeve because it's kind of interesting to me. It has this right here, but then it kind of falls down, so I'm not sure if this was meant to stay up. I feel like the top has a little bit more fabric than the bottom piece, like this right here, this whole piece. The top part has more fabric than the bottom, and they have put it in a little bit of a diagonal line so that it can fall down. But overall jacket is absolutely stunning. The lapel is a little bit wider, but it is the classic look, and the inside is not lined. You can also style it with a different belt if you like, but I kind of like the matching belt for most of the time. Some days I may go with a different belt, but most of the time I go with its own belt. So yeah, here's a final look of the coat. You could also style this very casually with sneakers, jeans underneath it, a t-shirt, white t-shirt, or anything like that. It goes with everything and anything. It's not too formal and not too casual, so could be styled any way you would like. Since I already have this dress on, I thought it pairs beautifully with this cardigan, and I'd rather just do Zara pieces together and separately so that you can also get some styling ideas of like different ways to style this dress. So it goes beautifully with this cardigan. It is very similar to the first one I showed you. It's beautifully knit, and the buttons are gold, and it's got the 2 pockets on here. It might actually be identical one to the gray one I showed you. This one I got a large, and the price was $50. So you could do 2 different ways. You could put it over your shoulder, and the sleeves can actually go underneath your belt if you like that style, like so. You know that they are secure and it's not going anywhere. Well, let me finish. I don't know how this came undone, but like so. It is a little bit thick on the top part, maybe with a little bit lighter cardigan. You could do this, but you could secure it with your belt and it looks beautiful over your shoulder, or you could fully put it on, top buttons undone. So with my body type, the thing I've learned is that if I'm wearing something over a dress, I need to show my waist. So the cardigan has to be like sitting right on my waist, or I cinch it in with a belt, because otherwise I'll look like a potato because I have a smaller waist, and when I wear something that doesn't show my waist, I kind of look like a little box or like a potato or something. Another way to style it, which is one of my other favorites, is just putting it over your shoulder. I really love that style too. Next up is the dress I have on, but before I jump to it, I just want to show you this dress that I just trying on, and you're not going to believe, but the head would not fit. It's a mock neck black dress, long black dress, but look how tiny the head is. Like, this is it, and it doesn't stretch. I'm going to show you with 2 hands. It does not stretch. Like, this is it. And I tried everything. Even I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and ruin my makeup. My hair is not gonna get ruined, but I was like, I'll ruin my makeup and I'll do it again. But it just wouldn't fit. I was gonna recommend to you guys that put it on before you do your hair and makeup, but then it just does not fit. It didn't fit through my head, and I don't have that big of a head. So this is gonna go back to the store, but the material is kind of okay. I honestly don't love the material either. It just feels a little bit plasticky in my opinion, and usually I have not seen Zara materials like this, so regardless, I didn't love the material. But the next dress that I have on, which also unfortunately is gonna go back, the slit is just way too high for me, which is kind of unfortunate because I really love the neckline and I love the material. This is buttery soft. Like, the material is buttery soft and it's kind of flattering on, but I only wish, or maybe I can just, it's very similar skirt to the first gray one I showed you, but maybe I can do this. Like, this will be okay for me, but higher than that is just not okay. And I'm pairing it with, I'm just gonna hold my bag here so I don't flash the internet, but I'm pairing it with a brown belt and a brown bag. I'm using the same shoes. Maybe I should just have like 2 or 3 shoes in my closet and that would be sufficient, but I go back to the same exact shoes. So this is how I'm pairing it, but again, I either have to kind of like fix this issue or return it, but I still don't know. But I love the material. Again, it's super soft, and I specifically really love the neckline. It's such a flattering neckline. I'm just loving it. So I still don't know if it's gonna go back or it's a keeper, but do let me know. Maybe you should let me know, but I would love your opinion. Let me know if I should keep it or return it. Same exact thing. This top and this dress are identical. I saw the material and I thought to myself, it looks the exact same as a dress, and then I compared the neckline, I compared the sleeves, I compared everything else. Is exact same thing, but in a top, which I love. I am pairing it with ivory pants, ivory bag, nude shoes. I mean, this is my color palette. If this is not my color palette, I don't know what is. The other day I posted something that my color palette is like ice cream and cupcake. White, creams, ivories, beige, everything. That's just my color palette. And everything, 90% of the stuff I got from Zara is that color palette. But I quickly also wanted to show you the next piece, which is this large cable knit cardigan. And it is kind of heavy, but it feels so amazing on, and it just feels super, super cozy. Honestly, feels like a hug. I know it's very, very casual, but you could definitely style it up like the way I'm doing right now. If you're wearing like a pair of pumps, high heels, and similar color palette, it honestly feels like a dream. Super warm, very soft material, and it's not one of those like you pull and you think it's gonna stretch or anything like that. It's gonna hold its shape. The material up close, it is super, super soft. It's like a grandma's blanket. It feels like your childhood blanket. Like, it's just super comfortable. I really love it. I do wish they had multiple different colors of this. As I imagined, the Zara try-on haul winter edition is going to have to be 2 parts, so stay tuned for part 2 and stay tuned for H&M try-on haul because I also got stunning pieces there. But definitely stay tuned for the Zara haul part 2. Do let me know if you're gonna purchase any of these pieces or if you already have them or what you thought about them. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.